Didier Drogba is a former professional footballer from Ivory Coast. He is regarded as one of Africa's greatest footballers and enjoyed a successful career at both club and international levels. Drogba, a prolific goal scorer and influential leader on the field. Drogba also represented Ivory Coast in multiple FIFA World Cups and was recognized as the African Footballer of the Year twice. Beyond football, Drogba is known for his philanthropic work and the establishment of the Didier Drogba Foundation. What you may not know is that he has stopped a civil war. How did it happen? What did he do? Watch more to find out. In October 2005, the Ivory Coast national football team found themselves on the brink of history. They were facing a crucial match against Sudan in their bid to qualify for the 2006 World Cup. At the same time, Cameroon was playing against Egypt, and the outcomes of both matches would determine which team would secure a spot in the tournament. Led by star players such as Didier Drogba, Kolo Touré, and Emmanuel Abu, the Ivory Coast team had the opportunity to make history by qualifying for their first ever World Cup. However, the significance of this football match went far beyond the pitch. Ivory Coast, also known as Côte d'Ivoire, was a nation deeply divided by a civil war that had erupted in 2002. The conflict had split the country into two factions, with the government led by President Laurent Gbagbo controlling the southern region, and a rebel group known as the New Forces of Ivory Coast holding power in the north. The civil war had caused immense suffering, displacement, and a sense of deep division among the Ivorian people. Amidst this backdrop of turmoil, the Ivory Coast players were well aware of the importance of the match and the potential impact it could have on the nation. As the match against Sudan unfolded, the Ivory Coast team seemed to be on track for victory with a comfortable 3-0 lead, while the Cameroon-Egypt match remained fiercely contested. In order for Ivory Coast to secure their qualification, they needed a victory coupled with either a draw or a loss for Cameroon. In the dying moments of the Cameroon-Egypt match, Ivory Coast received a devastating piece of news. Cameroon was awarded a controversial penalty in the 4th minute of injury time, which had the potential to shatter Ivory Coast's dreams of qualifying for the World Cup. However, Cameroon's Pierre Wome missed the penalty, hitting the post, and Ivory Coast's hopes were kept alive. The nation erupted in celebration, and the players huddled together, listening intently to a radio broadcast for confirmation of their qualification. In the midst of the jubilation, Didier Drogba, the team's star striker, took a profound step that would forever change the course of history. In a post-match prayer, broadcast on national television, he seized the moment to call for unity and an end to the armed conflict that had torn Ivory Coast apart. Drogba's emotional plea resonated deeply with the Ivorian people, who saw their football heroes as symbols of hope, resilience, and reconciliation. The video clip of Drogba's heartfelt plea was broadcast repeatedly on television and captured the attention of the entire nation. It served as a powerful catalyst for change, bringing both sides of the conflict closer to the negotiation table. Drogba's appeal humanized the football players and transformed them into messengers of peace. People from all walks of life, regardless of their political allegiance or ethnic background, were inspired by Drogba's call for unity and began to believe in the possibility of a brighter future for Ivory Coast. Drogba's plea did not go unnoticed by the international community either. The footage was widely shared and garnered attention worldwide. It showcased the unique power that sports, and specifically football, possess to transcend boundaries and mobilize people towards a common goal. Drogba's actions and words were a testament to the potential influence and responsibility that athletes have as public figures, extending far beyond their roles as mere entertainers. The impact of Drogba's plea extended beyond the immediate aftermath of that historic night in Sudan. It ignited a spark of hope and reconciliation that spread throughout the country. The message of unity resonated deeply with Ivorians, who were tired of the bloodshed and yearned for a peaceful and prosperous nation. The video of Drogba's speech became a symbol of hope and resilience, shared widely on social media platforms and used as a rallying cry for peace. The power of Drogba's plea was evident in the subsequent events that unfolded in Ivory Coast. Negotiations between the warring factions intensified, and a peace agreement, known as the Ouagadougou Political Agreement, was eventually signed in March 2007. The agreement marked a significant step towards ending the civil war and fostering reconciliation in the country. Drogba's role in this peace process cannot be understated, as his impassioned plea helped create an environment conducive to dialogue and compromise. Beyond the immediate impact on the peace process, Drogba's speech left a lasting legacy in Ivory Coast. It demonstrated the potential of sports to transcend their role as mere entertainment and become powerful platforms for social change. The image of Drogba, the nation's beloved football hero, using his influence to advocate for peace and unity, inspired generations of Ivorians to strive for a better future. It instilled a sense of national pride and reinforced the belief that, despite their differences, the Ivorian people could come together to build a more harmonious and prosperous society. The events of that fateful night in Sudan, when the Ivory Coast national team qualified for the 2006 World Cup, were far more than a sporting achievement. Didier Drogba's impassioned plea for unity in the midst of a deeply divided nation sparked a movement towards peace and reconciliation in Ivory Coast. His words resonated with the Ivorian people and the international community, serving as a catalyst for change. Drogba's plea highlighted the unique power of sports to bridge divides and inspire collective action, and it will forever be remembered as a pivotal moment in the history of Ivory Coast. Thank you for watching.
Please let us know if there's anything in particular you're interested in watching. If you like our videos, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Also, if you want more, just click on these videos.